When you grow old, confuse them with your silence. As we grow older, life's rhythms often shift. The bustling days of work, family, and constant activity mellow into a quieter pace. This stage of life offers a unique opportunity to reflect, to nurture the soul, and to live with intention. Yet, one thing becomes increasingly clear: the value of silence. For those of us over 65, silence isn't just the absence of words, it's a tool, a sanctuary, and a form of wisdom. Silence holds power, and it can redefine how we interact with the world. In your golden years, silence becomes an art that strengthens relationships, enriches self understanding, and leaves others guessing about the depth of your thoughts and experiences. Here's why and how you should embrace this timeless gift. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. 1. Silence speaks louder than words. As you grow older, you come to realize that words, while powerful, are not always necessary. In fact, there is a profound strength in choosing when to speak and when to remain silent. Silence is not an absence, it is a presence, a deliberate choice to hold space for wisdom, reflection, and understanding. It is the mark of someone who has lived, who has seen the tides of life ebb and flow, and who understands that not every thought requires an audience. Silence is the language of wisdom. It allows you to sift through the noise of the world and preserve only what is worth sharing. When you speak sparingly, every word carries weight. People lean in, they listen more closely. Your silence commands respect, not because it creates distance, but because it signals depth. It tells the world, I have lived through enough to know when my words matter and when they do not. Think about the moments in your life when silence spoke volumes. Perhaps it was during a heated family discussion when you chose to listen instead of adding to the clamor. Your silence didn't mean you lacked an opinion. It meant you valued peace more than proving a point. Or maybe it was when someone sought your advice, and instead of rushing in with answers, you allowed the question to linger, giving them the space to find their own solution. These moments are not passive. They are deeply intentional. As we age, our ability to remain silent in the face of chaos becomes a kind of superpower. Silence is a way of preserving your energy for what truly matters. It's a way of saying, I don't need to participate in every argument or justify every choice. My life speaks for itself. And what a liberating realization that is. The need to explain yourself, to defend your past decisions or prove your worth falls away. What remains is the quiet confidence of someone who knows their value. In silence, you also hold space for others. By not rushing to fill every pause or answer every question, you create room for connection. You invite people to share more deeply, to think more carefully, and to see you not as someone who dominates a conversation, but as someone who enriches it through presence and thoughtfulness. Silence is an invitation, not a wall. It says, I trust you to understand what I do not say. Moreover, silence allows you to communicate something profoundly human: humility. By speaking less, you show that you do not need to have the last word. You show that you are open to learning, to observing, and to growing, even in your later years. This humility does not diminish you. It elevates you, making your words, when you choose to share them, resonate even more deeply. Silence is not about withholding. It is about discerning. It is the art of recognizing that some truths are best expressed through action, through a smile, through a knowing glance. It's about understanding that your silence can carry a message far more powerful than words ever could. It can inspire curiosity, respect, and even admiration. People will wonder what you are thinking, what you have seen, and what you know. And in that wondering, they will come to appreciate the depth of your character. When you choose silence, you are not retreating from life. You are embracing it on your own terms. You are saying, I am more than what I say. I am what I do, what I believe, and what I have become. And in that quiet declaration, you remind the world that the most profound truths are often unspoken. Silence, in its truest form, is a testament to the wisdom you have earned through a lifetime of experience. Silence is your gift to yourself. It frees you from the need to compete, to prove, or to convince. It allows you to simply be, to live fully and authentically without the weight of unnecessary words. And in that silence, you find not only your strength, but also your peace. 2. Protect your peace. As the years accumulate, one of life's most precious lessons emerges with striking clarity. Peace is priceless. It is not a luxury, but a necessity, a shelter for the soul amidst the chaos of a world that often forgets to slow down. Protecting your peace becomes less about creating barriers and more about cultivating an inner sanctuary where calm resides, untouched by the noise of external demands. Silence becomes your ally in this endeavor. In a world that constantly pushes for reaction, your decision to remain silent is an act of self preservation. It's a reminder to yourself and others that not every comment deserves a reply and not every battle is worth fighting. Silence allows you to disengage from negativity, to avoid the traps of pointless arguments or unnecessary drama, and to remain anchored in your own sense of self. Imagine this. A family member insists on debating a sensitive topic, one that you know will lead nowhere productive. Instead of diving in, you choose to nod gently and say nothing. You let their words pass by like waves against a rock, not because you lack an opinion, but because you value your peace more than the fleeting satisfaction of winning the argument. In that moment, you reclaim your energy, your calm, and your clarity. Protecting your peace through silence doesn't mean retreating from the world. It means approaching it on your terms. You understand that your time and mental space are finite, and you choose to spend them wisely. When you refuse to engage in conflict or needless chatter, you create room for what truly matters: moments of joy, connection, and quiet reflection. It's not avoidance, it's wisdom, born from a life lived with intention. There is also a quiet strength in silence that communicates boundaries without confrontation. When you choose not to respond to provocation, you send a powerful message. I respect myself enough to not be drawn into negativity. This silent boundary doesn't need explanation, it simply is. And over time, others come to understand and respect the peace you fiercely guard. By choosing silence, you give yourself the gift of presence. You become more attuned to the beauty around you: the laughter of a grandchild, the rustle of leaves in the wind, the warmth of the sun on your face. These are the moments that fill your life with meaning, and they are best experienced in the stillness of a peaceful heart. Silence is not just the absence of sound, it is the presence of everything that matters. 3. Let them wonder. As you age, you carry with you the stories, wisdom, and lessons of a lifetime. Yet, not every story needs to be told, and not every thought needs to be shared. There is a quiet power in withholding, in allowing others to wonder about the depths of your mind and the richness of your experiences. Silence in this way becomes a gift, not just to yourself, but to those around you. When you choose to speak sparingly, you invite others to see you as a figure of intrigue. They lean closer, their curiosity piqued, because your silence suggests that there is more beneath the surface than what you choose to reveal. This is not about creating distance. It's about offering others the chance to appreciate you in a deeper, more meaningful way. People are naturally drawn to what they cannot fully understand, and your silence becomes an open door to their imagination. Letting others wonder is also a form of self respect. You no longer feel the need to explain or justify your choices to anyone. Your life is your own, shaped by decades of decisions, challenges, and triumphs that have brought you to this moment. By choosing silence, you allow others to see the confidence you have in your own path. You trust that your actions and your presence speak for themselves, and that is enough. Think of the joy in letting someone discover who you are gradually, without rushing to fill every silence with words. Perhaps a younger relative asks about your past, and instead of offering a detailed account, you smile and share only a small glimpse, just enough to leave them wanting more. In doing so, you create a sense of wonder that deepens their respect for you and your journey. Silence also protects the sacred parts of your story. Not everyone deserves to know every detail of your life. By choosing what to share and what to keep private, you maintain control over your narrative. You create a boundary that says, "This is mine, and I will share it only with those who have earned the right to hear it." In a world that often demands full transparency, your silence becomes a quiet act of rebellion, a way to honor your life and its unique unspoken beauty. Letting others wonder is not about withholding. It's about inviting them into a deeper connection with you. It's about showing that you are not defined by your words alone, but by the person you have become through a lifetime of experiences. And in that mystery, there is magic, a quiet, unshakable magic that makes you unforgettable. 4. Silence as a response to negativity. Life, as we grow older, offers many opportunities to rise above the fray. Negativity, whether in the form of critical words, unsolicited opinions, or outright provocation, has a way of finding its way into our days. But as the years pass, you realize that you are not obligated to engage with every bit of discord that comes your way. Silence in these moments is not just a choice, it's a triumph. Responding to negativity with silence is a testament to your inner strength. It says, "I do not need to explain myself, nor do I need to diminish myself by engaging in unnecessary conflict." Silence does not mean surrender. It means you are choosing to walk a higher path. You recognize that not all battles are worth fighting. And sometimes the most dignified response is no response at all. When faced with criticism or negativity, silence can be disarming. It leaves those who seek to provoke you uncertain and uneasy. They expect a reaction, a defense, an argument, perhaps even anger, but instead they are met with stillness. Your silence conveys a message more powerful than any words. Your negativity does not define me, nor does it disturb my peace. There is a profound grace in this kind of silence. It shows that you value your time, your energy, and your mental well-being more than the fleeting satisfaction of a verbal sparring match. It allows you to preserve your dignity and stay rooted in the truth of who you are. The opinions of others, whether fair or unfounded, lose their grip on you because you no longer feel the need to prove anything to anyone. Silence as a response to negativity is also an act of compassion for yourself and for others. By refusing to escalate a conflict, you prevent it from consuming your mind and heart. At the same time, your silence offers the other person a chance to reflect. In the absence of a response, they may begin to see the futility of their words or even reconsider their behavior. Choosing silence in the face of negativity is about reclaiming your power. It is a reminder to yourself that you are in control of your own narrative, not others. The peace you protect by staying silent is a gift you give to yourself, a sanctuary that no amount of external noise can penetrate. 5. Deepen your connections. Silence, paradoxically, is one of the most powerful tools for building deeper connections with others. In a world where everyone seems to be talking, the act of truly listening has become rare and precious. As you grow older, you discover that silence is not a withdrawal from relationships. It's an invitation to strengthen them. When you remain silent and truly listen to someone, you are giving them a gift few people offer: your undivided attention. You create a space where they feel valued, heard, and understood. This is especially important in your relationships with the younger generations who often long for guidance but may not know how to ask for it. By listening without interrupting, without rushing to give advice, you show them that their voice matters. Silence also allows you to be more present in your interactions. Instead of thinking about what you're going to say next, you can focus entirely on the person in front of you, their expressions, their tone, the emotions behind their words. This kind of attentive silence deepens trust and fosters intimacy. It tells the other person, I am here for you, fully and completely. In your later years, silence becomes a way of communicating not just what you hear, but who you are. It says, I have nothing to prove, only love and wisdom to offer. This quiet confidence can transform your relationships, making them more authentic and meaningful. Consider the power of silence in moments of conflict or misunderstanding. Instead of reacting immediately, pause. Let the silence create room for reflection, both for you and the other person. Often, the most profound solutions and insights arise not in the heat of argument, but in the calm that follows. Your silence gives both parties the chance to approach the situation with clarity and compassion. Silence also allows you to connect with others on a deeper, unspoken level. Sometimes, no words are needed to convey love, understanding, or support. A shared silence can be more powerful than any conversation, whether it's sitting quietly with a partner, watching the sunset with a friend, or holding the hand of a grandchild. These silent moments speak volumes about the depth of your connection. Silence is not about withdrawing from others, but about drawing closer to them in a way that is profound and lasting. It is a reminder that true connection is not found in the volume of words exchanged, but in the quality of presence shared. Through silence, you not only honor others, but also deepen the relationships that make life rich and meaningful. 6. Focus on what truly matters. As time passes and the world grows noisier, the ability to focus on what truly matters becomes both a gift and a skill. In the later chapters of life, distractions lose their allure and the superficial concerns of the past fade into insignificance. What remains is the profound realization that life is best lived when centered on what brings you joy, meaning, and peace. Silence plays a pivotal role in this shift. By choosing silence, you clear the clutter of unnecessary conversations, arguments, and noise. It creates space for you to prioritize what truly deserves your attention. No longer do you feel the pull to engage in every debate or the need to keep up with the chatter of others. Instead, you find yourself drawn to the simplicity and beauty of life's quiet truths. The warmth of a loved one's smile, the satisfaction of a well-tended garden, the serenity of a still morning. Focusing on what matters also means letting go of the urge to prove yourself to others. At this stage, you know that your worth is not defined by their opinions or expectations. Silence allows you to step away from external validation and turn inward, where your true values and desires reside. It is a form of self-care, a way of saying, I choose to give my time and energy to what nourishes my soul. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of purpose, knowing that you are free to spend your time on what brings you the most fulfillment. Perhaps it's deepening your relationships, exploring a passion, or simply savoring the beauty of the world around you. When you focus on what matters, life becomes richer, fuller, and more meaningful. Silence gives you the clarity to make those choices and the strength to honor them. Focusing on what truly matters is about living with intention. It's about recognizing that your time is precious and choosing to fill it with love, joy, and purpose. Silence is your compass, guiding you toward the life you want to live, unencumbered by distractions or noise. 7. Rediscover yourself. There is a quiet magic that comes with growing older, the opportunity to rediscover who you are. As life slows down, You have the time and space to reflect on the person you've become and to reconnect with the parts of yourself that may have been set aside during the busier years. This journey of rediscovery is not about looking back with regret. It's about embracing who you are now and uncovering the layers of wisdom, resilience, and passion that life has gifted you. Silence is the key to this rediscovery. It offers a sanctuary where you can hear your own thoughts, unfiltered and uninterrupted. In the stillness, you may find dreams that were once forgotten, talents that were left unexplored, or interests that have only just begun to emerge. Silence allows you to ask yourself, what brings me joy now? What do I want to experience, learn, or create in this season of life? This rediscovery is not about reinvention, but about alignment. It's about honoring the person you've always been and embracing the growth that comes with time. Perhaps you've always loved art, but never had the chance to explore it fully. Now, in the quiet moments, you can pick up a brush or a pencil and let your creativity flow. Or maybe you've always wanted to write, to travel, or to volunteer. Silence gives you the courage to pursue these dreams without hesitation or doubt. Rediscovering yourself is also an act of self-compassion. It's about accepting the entirety of your life, the triumphs, the mistakes, the joys, and the sorrows, and seeing them as the threads that have woven the unique tapestry of who you are. Silence helps you find peace with your past and excitement for the future. It allows you to see yourself not as a collection of roles or achievements, but as a whole, vibrant person with infinite potential. Through this journey, you may also find a renewed sense of purpose. Rediscovering yourself often reveals what you most want to contribute to the world, whether it's sharing your wisdom, nurturing relationships, or creating something meaningful. This purpose doesn't have to be grand or public. It simply needs to resonate with your heart. Rediscovering yourself is one of the greatest joys of growing older. It's a chance to celebrate the richness of your life and to step into the days ahead with curiosity and confidence. Silence is your guide, your mirror, and your companion on this journey, a reminder that within you lies a world of untapped possibilities waiting to be embraced. 8. Inspire others with your quiet confidence. There is something profoundly powerful about quiet confidence. It doesn't demand attention or seek approval. It simply exists, steady and unwavering, like a lighthouse guiding others through uncertain waters. As you grow older, your presence alone can inspire those around you, not through words or grand gestures, but through the quiet strength that comes from a life well lived. Quiet confidence is rooted in self-awareness. It is the calm assurance that comes from knowing who you are and what you stand for. You don't need to announce your achievements or assert your opinions to prove your worth. Your actions, your demeanor, and the way you carry yourself speak volumes. Others are drawn to this kind of confidence because it is rare in a world so often filled with noise and self-promotion. Imagine sitting with younger family members or friends who are navigating the uncertainties of their own lives. They may be seeking advice, validation, or simply someone to listen. Your quiet confidence provides exactly what they need without you having to say much at all. A gentle nod, a warm smile, or even a moment of thoughtful silence can convey wisdom and reassurance in a way that words cannot. Your silence also teaches others an important lesson, that they too can find strength in stillness. By choosing not to react impulsively or speak unnecessarily, you show them the value of patience, reflection, and self-control. You become a living example of the power that comes from being at peace with oneself. Quiet confidence is not about withholding. It's about being selective with your energy. It's about showing that you understand the value of your time and the importance of intentionality. When you do speak, people listen, not because you are loud or forceful, but because your words carry the weight of thoughtfulness and experience. Inspiring others with your quiet confidence is a gift you give to the world. It reminds people that strength is not always loud, that wisdom often comes in whispers, and that true leadership lies in setting an example of integrity and grace. By simply being yourself, calm, confident, and present, you leave a lasting impact on everyone fortunate enough to know you. 9. The joy of living fully. In the autumn of life, a beautiful truth emerges. The joy of living fully is not found in doing more, but in savoring more. It's about embracing the richness of each moment, whether grand or small, and finding delight in the simple act of being. The world may rush around you, but you have discovered the profound satisfaction of slowing down and truly living. Living fully does not mean chasing after what you once might have considered success. It means finding fulfillment in the life you have built and the person you have become. It means celebrating the ordinary magic of everyday life, the way sunlight filters through the trees, the laughter of a loved one, the comforting rhythm of a favorite routine. These moments, though quiet, are the heartbeats of a life well lived. Silence is your companion in this joy. It allows you to tune out the distractions of the world and tune into what matters most. In silence, you can feel the depth of your gratitude for the people you love, the experiences you've had, and the lessons you've learned. Silence makes space for reflection, helping you see the beauty in your journey and the possibilities still ahead. Living fully also means letting go of the need to control everything. You've learned that life is unpredictable, and there is freedom in accepting that. Instead of worrying about what's next, you can focus on the present, where joy is always waiting to be found. Whether it's sharing a meal with friends, tending to a garden, or simply sitting quietly with a cup of tea, you understand that happiness is not in the extraordinary, but in the deeply familiar. The joy of living fully is also about sharing your light with others. It's about offering kindness, wisdom, and encouragement, knowing that your actions create ripples that extend far beyond what you can see. When you live with joy, you inspire others to do the same. Your presence becomes a reminder that life, in all its complexity, is a gift to be cherished. Living fully is not about the years you add to your life, but the life you add to your years. It's about embracing each day with open arms, a grateful heart, and a quiet mind. Through silence, through presence, and through love, you create a life that is not just lived, but truly experienced. And that is the greatest joy of all. The legacy of silence. As the chapters of your life unfold, you come to understand that silence is not merely the absence of sound, it is the presence of wisdom, grace, and authenticity. It is the quiet declaration of a life well lived, a testament to the strength you have cultivated through years of experience, growth, and reflection. Silence is not emptiness, it is fullness, a reservoir of all that you have seen, felt, and learned. In your silence, you leave behind a legacy far greater than words could ever convey. It is a legacy of understanding, of choosing peace over conflict, of showing that life's most profound truths often lie beyond language. Your silence is a gift to yourself, a sanctuary where you can nurture your spirit, and it is also a gift to others, a space for them to reflect, to grow, and to connect with the deeper currents of life. Choosing silence does not mean stepping away from the world. It means engaging with it on your own terms. It means letting your actions, your presence, and your character speak for you. Through silence, you show that your life is not defined by the noise around you, but by the quiet strength within you. In this stage of life, you've earned the right to let go of unnecessary words, to focus on what truly matters, and to embrace the joy of simply being. You've learned that silence is not a withdrawal, but a profound connection to yourself, to others, and to the world. It is a reflection of the deep, unshakable peace that comes from knowing you are enough just as you are. As you move forward, let your silence continue to be your strength, your guide, and your legacy. Let it remind the world that wisdom does not shout, it whispers. And in that whisper, there is the power to inspire, to heal, and to leave an indelible mark on the lives you touch. For in the end, it is not the words you say that people will remember, but the way your silence made them feel seen, valued, and loved. This is the enduring beauty of a life lived in quiet confidence and radiant grace. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey towards embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching. And here's to living life on your own terms.